Welcome to We Are the Raiders, Week 5 picks. The Buccaneers are banged up and they're going up against the Falcons. Baker Mayfield versus Kirk Cousins. The odds, Falcons are 1.5 point favorites. 43.5 is the total. I'm going to go with the Falcons. They're going to win 20-23. The Jets going into Minnesota and taking on the Vikings. Aaron Rodgers versus Sam Darnold. Who knows? Maybe the Jets will have Davante Adams with them. The odds. Vikings are 2.5 point favorites. 41.5 is the total. I'm going to go with the Vikings on this one. They're going to win 17-20. The Panthers are going to go into Chicago and take on the Bears. Andy Dalton has been doing well for them. And he's playing against Caleb Williams. The odds, Bears are 3.5 point favorites, 43 total. I'm saying 14-23 final score. The Browns are taking on the Commanders. Deshaun Watson versus Jaden Daniels. The odds, Commanders are 3.5 point favorites, 43.5 total. I'm saying 21-24 final score, Commanders. The Dolphins versus Patriots. Tyler Huntley versus Jacoby Brissett. The odds, Dolphins are 1 point favorites, 36.5 total. I'm going to predict the Dolphins win 21-20 is the final score I'm predicting. Colts versus Jaguars. Joe Flacco replaced Anthony Richardson last week and won. He's taking on Trey Lawrence. The odds, Jaguars are 2.5 point favorites, 45.5 is the total. I'm just going to give the Jaguars the victory. 17-20 final score, Jaguars. Bills versus Texans. Josh Allen versus C.J. Stroud. The odds, Bills are only 1 point favorites. 46.5 is the total. Let's see, I went with the Bills 24-21 over the Texans. Ravens versus Bengals. Interdivision rivalry. Lamar Jackson versus Joe Burrow. The odds, Ravens are 2.5 point favorites, 48.5 is the total. I'm going to predict the Ravens whip them 27-17. Our game is going to be a tough one. Raiders versus Broncos in Denver. I was there last year. Gardner Minshew II versus Bo Nix. The odds, Broncos are 2 point favorites, 37 total. I'm saying 20-17. Cardinals versus 49ers. Kyler Murray versus Brock Purdy. The odds, 49ers are 7.5 point favorites, 49.5 total. I'm going to say 23-30, 49ers win. Giants versus Seahawks. Daniel Jones versus Geno Smith. The odds, Seahawks are 6 point favorites, 42 is the total. I'm going to go with the Seahawks on this one. I think the Giants are going to lose 17-23 to the Seahawks. Packers versus Rams should be a tough one. Malik Willis versus Matt Stafford. The odds, Packers are 3.5 point favorites on this one. 47.5 is the total. I'm going to predict 24-17 Packers victory. Cowboys versus Steelers. The Cowboys won last week against the Giants. Steelers lost to the Colts. Dak Prescott versus Justin Fields. Steelers are 1.5 point favorites, 41.5 total. I say the Cowboys are going to lose to the Steelers 20-23. Saints versus Chiefs. Derek Carr versus Patrick Mahomes. Chiefs are 5.5 point favorites. 42.5 is the total. I am biased. I'm going to go with the Saints. 21-17 victory over the Chiefs. I was a little surprised to hear about all the injuries with the Buccaneers this week, and then the news about Davante Adams being traded to either the Jets, Steelers, or maybe the Saints. So there's a lot of different news in the NFL right now that can make a difference on these games. Last week I was 9-7, but I was only 1 point off on the Raiders-Browns score. I said 17-20, it was 16-20. Check out Raiderette Claudia at Raiders.com. Thanks for watching. We are the Raiders. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.